Good morning and welcome from the bookshop here on the High Street in Lee-on-the-Solent. As part of World Mental Health Day, I have been asked to read a children's story by Lizzie Elshaw called Diego the Dragon. Let's begin. Diego the Dragon was at school. He had been trying really hard all morning to learn his fire equations. He just couldn't get the numbers in the right order. He was finding it really tricky. All the other dragons seemed to find it easy. They were all working through their numbers and getting it marked right by Madam Fire. Diego began to feel a bit funny when all of a sudden his tummy started grumbling. His wings began twitching, he began sweating, and his head started to thump, 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 and he was breathing faster. Diego started to cry. He knew what was coming next. He started to panic. The rumbling started to leave his tummy, come up through his chest, burning as it came. Diego was so frustrated with his numbers, he roared and flames leapt out of his mouth. He couldn't stop them. They just kept coming. Everything went up in flames. His learning, his friends' learning, the table. His friends all dived out of the way, not wanting to get hurt, all burned. Diego couldn't believe it. He'd done it again. He just couldn't stop himself. He was so embarrassed. What must all the dragons think of him? Diego ran. He ran out of the classroom and found a log in the playground. He sobbed. He was so upset. At the end of the day, Diego was at home in the cave with his mum and dad. Diego much preferred being at home. He loved his mum and dad, and they loved him. They all looked after one another at home. Home was definitely where Diego preferred to be much of the time. School was okay once he got there, but it wasn't his favourite place. He found school hard with all the learning they had to do every single day. Everyone was tucking into some cooked pineapple and coconuts, freshly cooked by Mum and her flames. Diego's mum noticed he was looking sad. "Diego, you look sad. Did you have a good day?" said Mum. "Mum, it happened again. I burned everything," said Diego. "Oh dear. Okay, what happened this time?" Diego told Mum everything from the tricky learning, the rumbling in his tummy, the burning, and then the running. Mum sat and listened to everything that had happened. She knew just how hard it was for Diego to control his flames sometimes, but also how at times he can scare the other dragons. Mum sat next to Diego and gave him a cuddle. She knew she couldn't say anything to Diego to make him feel better. She just had to be there for him. Surely Diego had to learn at some point to control his flames. He was getting bigger, and the flames were too. "Diego, I know it's hard for you, and I wish I could do something to help you when things get difficult. I was thinking today about when I was a young dragon. I would sometimes find it tricky to control my flames too. Do you know what I would do to help stop them from coming out?" said Mum. "No," said Diego. "Well," said Mum, "I would practice dragon breathing." Who knew such a thing existed? "Shall I tell you what it is?" "Yes, please," said Diego. "Dragon breathing is when you control your breathing. You need to take a slow, long, deep breath and hold it for a few seconds, and then let it out slowly. The important thing is to let it slowly. Go too fast and you will lose control of your flames. This would always work for me when I was feeling cross, angry, or frustrated. Should we try this together?" "Are you ready?" said Mum. "Take a slow, long, deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Breathe in. Let it out slowly. And relax.